Feature Friday.
The freshest. Okay, how a freaking wow.
I didn't know that Morissette came from The Voice. I had no clue.
8 years ago. It's okay, I'll chicken you out.
And also, a lot of you guys have been asking, I wonder why you haven't, or if they have checked out Morissette's latest EP.
We have.
We have. And the full album review is on Feature Friday Plus 69, actually.
Oh.
So do check it out.
Yay.
I don't know, maybe a lot of you guys didn't get a notification or anything like that, but we are getting messages of that, so do check that out. But this is something very thought-provoking because I had no idea.
Yes.
And very interested in hearing sort of what Bamboo and what their impressions were, what, who turned around, what was her coach.
Yeah, I don't actually know who her coach was.
No idea, I had no idea she came from a contest.
Yeah, so here is the moment.
Who were her competitors?
Oh, great question.
Did she win?
I don't know. Okay, yes.
Damn,
Oh, what a song! Oh, yes, what a song, man. I know! I freaking love Bamboo.
Yeah, he's
That
class.
man is so cool. Can we have... No, let me find girl for a second. Because, McCoy Portado? Yeah. He just was jamming with Bamboo like literally 2 days ago. And I was totally fangirling on the post. I was like, oh my.
Kenzie didn't know.
Oh, man.
McCoy is a guitarist that used to be, still is, like Sara Geronimo. He plays for her, also like KZ Tandingan, Morissette, obviously, Bamboo. He's basically
Jaya.
He's like the guitarist to go to.
He's the to-go guy.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's so cool. He understands so much about music. Yeah. Anyways, the environment. He is the vibe.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I was like totally freaking out about that. Oh, Efra, it's on Facebook. I never go on Facebook, but I was like, la, check on the family. Boo! And I was like, boo! Not me dying over this video. So cool. She hasn't changed.
A bit.
Nothing.
Go on.
Beyonce. She's still ass. Honey, I can see the stars all the way. And that's me turning around. That is such a terribly difficult song.
Is that Beyonce, is it?
Yeah. And that's the song that changes key like 10 times at the end.
Oh, go on. That's her family.
Wow, I think this is the first time I've ever seen them. Continue.
It's so interesting to choose such a song because these exactly are the songs that scare the crap out of me, especially for an audition. Because I've mentioned it before, sort of I think similar to how Darren decided to was it Darren?
Jesse J.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, dude.
That is a risky choice.
It's so risky, but I guess, the
this
bigger...
This is your moment.
Yeah, I guess play it by... Yeah.
This is your moment, but
play
that is a well-seasoned freaking performer right there. She is comfortable. She is delivering. She understands the track. And it's kind of like... She was already good.
But I'd love to see, be interesting to know her background prior to that.
Oh, good. Excellent point. But I just want to say, like, it's hard to judge... It's hard to judge a singer from a song like this because although I would have already turned around at this point, but the expectations for the song are so high.
You have to let
I understand.
Play.
Yeah, I understand why they're holding back, but I would have turned around because of her bases were so freaking fantastic. They're clean. They were neat. They weren't. They didn't sound compressed.
Ah, right.
Because you can drown out a lot of those basses. They can get lost because you can overdo, you can over push your larynx too low, and then a lot of it gets messed up. But that already was showing to me some high understanding of vocal
so maybe she chose a song not because it's maybe comfortable for her, like, and maybe it may not be at the beginning of her key, but because it changes key so much.
We're about to see something crazy.
Everybody asks me why I'm smiling out from ear to ear.
Woo, girl!
I mean, the thing is, without a doubt, like, she's a good singer. You know what I mean? She's a good singer,
but you're already waiting. You're at the edge of your seat. I mean, I'm already won. right? So I'm already won over because the delivery of it is so clean. It's already a very
Like,
solid.
honey.
Yeah, but there is so much expectation with this song,
Go on.
and it's so hard. Oh, key change right there. Oh, I
And
wonder
also-
what's going through their brains in that moment, because she is.
But also as well, it's like, Morissette. It's like, she's obviously a power vocal, right? So,
And this is how she was introduced to the world.
well,
This is the first impression
I think that's what was so
in the
intriguing
nation's eye.
about a sort of an EP, right? This is like it's the first time we've had, well, not the first time, but perhaps a time where we've had she's had time now to let her sort of what people think of her as a singer, and she no longer needs to prove she's a power vocal. People know. So that idea has marinated enough that now she can do anything she would like to do. And
It's about the creative process more than the expectations of what's
I
about
would
to
imagine,
come.
I'm just presuming, I have no fucking clue, but I would presume as well, like, if you only sing a certain type of music, right, that may actually not be as fulfilling after a while. Maybe maybe you want to try different things. So it's interesting, right? Like, because also in the Philippines it seems, and again this is a guess, just kind of, I guess, semi-educated guess, it seems power vocals are very popular, because everyone can sing there. It's such a blessed country in terms of vocal quality. So,
and the common audience is already accustomed to such
right, so
standards.
you see someone be able to, God, this is a song that no one is able to do.
That's right.
It's like the crowd is gonna love it, right? So it's very interesting now from a judge perspective, someone who's already established. Even people that have come from a contest themselves, like Sarah. It's like, well, okay, well, where do we put you? Yeah, like, I think as judges, they're probably thinking, where can we put you, or where is there growth? Are you already basically a star? Do you not need us?
Yeah,
it's also, the whole premise of the show, it's also to see
how can
growth
we,
as well,
exactly,
right?
how can we model you? How can we groom you into being something that's gonna help us
Very
get
interesting
the win?
audition.
Yeah.
Sarah's head coach. Yeah, sorry, I remember.
I love how her brother was like, did it actually happen?
Now I remember that it was Sarah because
Oh yeah, we read it on the comments below. Yeah, there are a lot of, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of her singing mannerisms are very similar to Sarah's.
and I thought they were sisters. Remember
Oh
the first time?
yes,
Yeah.
that's true. They do have a lot of singing mannerisms that are so alike.
So I would imagine.
Yeah.
And also knowing that, like Jason, for example, I think that's season 1, right?
Yes, this is the first season.
So in season 2, Jason, who won, also went with Sarah, and now no understanding, like, because she's also she came from a contest as well,
Yeah.
and she truly evolved
That's right, and
into
continue.
a staple, not just in the
Yeah.
Philippines but worldwide. So I guess that would be a good choice.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna go.
Another one, maybe they
Another
will.
one.
I don't know, but I think the auditions are quite short, right?
Well, you only have space for 16 bars. Auditions.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
Is that something they do with it?
yeah, well, that's usually how auditions go, because you have a lot of people, you have a lot of contestants, and even though these are filtered through contestants,
Heavily screened.
a heavily
We're talking thousands of
tailored picked. I believe that you still have a lot to go from. Everybody's reaction, basically. You have only a short amount of space to prove your worth, basically,
to make a
point.
Yeah.
To make an impression, and that's actually how it rolls in the industry as well. 16 bars, even if it's a close call, and if it's an open call where you have thousands of people auditioning.
For those who may not know, what does 16 bars mean?
Oh, it's about a verse and a chorus.
Okay.
So those are 16 bars of music, in the written score. If you were talking about it, from a musical
Basically
perspective.
lines, yeah.
No, it's suppose.
Basically.
Sure.
I think that would be like an easier way of explaining it.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose.
You know?
Right,
Like,
sure,
imagine,
bro.
Yeah, like, you don't even, it doesn't even, 16 bars basically
It's
like...
about a minute and 30 seconds of music.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the easier, that's an easier way of putting
So
it.
90 seconds. Yeah,
But if it's about a minute and a half, a minute and 20, 16 bars.
Yeah, that's what 90 seconds are.
Oh, okay, sorry. But it's really interesting though, because if it's an open call, you have about 8 bars, half of that.
Whoa.
Yeah, and you have to prove that you are approachable, hireable in 8 bars. It's pretty nuts.
Cool.
So
I wonder, I don't know what...
So this is like a close call.
Of course, yeah. I wonder if maybe... I know they usually speak in Tagalog. Maybe they speak a bit of English here.
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, they're speaking in Tagalog.
Tagalog,
It's
okay.
hard. It's hard to judge
Well,
that way.
obviously, I mean, the rest is history. But I would like to know whether she actually...
It's really interesting that only Sarah turned around. I would have expected
Good
somebody
choice,
like...
mate.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic. I wonder what were the other contestants that year, and how did the season play out? Because that's an interesting.
Oh yeah, and they
That's
also... Go on.
No. It's just an interesting thought process. Like, what happened? How far? What led to what? And how did we get to where we are now?
I think also like they... Yeah, as you said in a previous video, they only get a specific amount of turnarounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can only have a team so big.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, ooh, you know? So
Maybe that's also something that people don't consider. How far along in the auditioning process for the pre-recorded sessions, the blind auditions, are you on? Because if you are early on, you're more likely to get picked. Because because the judges have more choices. They're fresh as well. So how many turnarounds, how many choices do you have? And if you are further along in the pre-recording process, the less likely you have a chance of a judge turning around.
Each coach has the option to blindly push a button and turn their chair if they want an artist to be on the team. If more than one coach pushes their button for the same person, the contestant gets a chance to choose. If none of the coaches push the button, the contestant is eliminated. So I think unlimited, mate.
No, I don't think so, because I was looking at some auditions that people sent me from The Voice Spain, and they had to discuss with production, one of the judges, turning around an extra time more than the available choices that he had. So they had to come to a new production rule where everybody else would get an extra round too. Because this guy turned around a time more when he couldn't.
I see. Well, let us know. That's very interesting. Then.
I don't know how it works in the Philippines. Maybe it's different in every country. The different set of rules. I don't actually know.
Well, let us know if you do know this sort of information. Do drop it down in the comment section. We do try to read every comment. Also, very intriguing sort of audition. I think probably one of the most thought-provoking one, knowing what has happened after all this, 8 years after, and the amazing development of Morissette's career. I actually had no idea that she came from The Voice, or that that sort of maybe her first exposure to mainstream media, I guess.
That's actually pretty crazy. She
was
already she was already a product. She was already established, really nurtured singer.
I'm sure
performance was great. The outfit was fantastic choice. Nothing fell out of place. Actually, everything was really well thought through. She knew the piece way too well, and it's a
good audition.
It's a very, very solid audition.
Good audition, but again, very peculiar, right? And at the same time, it turned out to be for the best. That only Sarah turned around. But anyways, let us know your thoughts, and maybe what were your thoughts when this happened. If this is your first time watching it, what did you think about it? And goodbye.